Staying to fall again. 3-2-20 Winch. Inverleigh one behind. Start of the second quarter. Hybens up against Brooks. Brooks goes up early. Gets it down. Carahar can't take it with him. Hybens gets it away to Seddon. Now the kick from Hutchinson towards centre half forward. Gubbins couldn't take the mark but got a free kick against Gerard and takes it inside 50, goes short. Harding takes the mark. He chips the ball over the top. Carahar, he's everywhere now. Must have heard Alex, I think. He goes out wide. Hopefully the family's listening. So Caleb Brown's got the footy at half back for Winchelsea. He chips the ball back in. Tab Sawney takes the mark. Still defensive side of centre wing. Goes wide. Cale takes the mark. Right on centre wing in front of the scoreboard. He chips it backwards. Danger. Warland just stands there. Takes the mark. Nothing behind him now. So he goes back to whence it came on centre wing. Hybens comes up. Big thump away over the boundary line. So good defensive play from the Hawks. And they'll have a boundary throw in.
I think he needs to lift against young Kyle Brooks. That's the contest you would think Inverleigh would win and win well. And at the moment, he hasn't done that much.
So boundary throw in. It will be Hybens and it will be Brooks. Thrown in. Hybens gets it down to the side. Best can't take it with him. And now the ball comes back towards Venables. He takes the mark at half forward. Plays on now. Drives it long. It's all Inverleigh though. Baxter gets back there. Takes a nice mark. Had some support as well in de Blasio. So in the back pocket, he will chip to de Blasio, who's made some space for himself. The opposite back pocket. Logue gives him a lead. He goes in that direction. Oh, sits it on his head a bit over the back place. Pushes it in front of himself. Logue gets back there again. Needs some support on hands and knees now. Sawney through the middle. He left it behind. Harding's there as well. He tried to go and get back and get it. Carahar's in there as well. Now Hutchinson, he's wrapped up by 3 or 4 Winchelsea players. He dropped the ball. The umpire said it was a throw. And the Blues will take a free kick. And you can raffle who takes it because it was four of them at him.
We'll give it to the best kick.
Tab Sawney's got it. There you go. And Dale's already said he can kick nicely and kicks the distance.
And he can.
Kick from 45 on this occasion. He's kicked 1 goal 1 so far this afternoon. Hutchinson stands the mark. It's be a good start for the home side. Couple of minutes into the second term. He comes in off a couple of steps. Right foot kick. Keeps it low. Has it got the distance? No, it hasn't. And the mark taken in the last line of defence by Baxter again for Inverleigh. So try and
Smithy again.
Draw it out again. Goes along with the kick towards defensive 50. Oh, Brooks over the back. Couldn't take the mark. Warland. He gets the handball, shuffles it forward. Oh, they all sit there and wait for it though. Cale, he left it, and so did Brooks and Inverleigh. They hunt it and they get it. And now Manganelli, beautiful. They're out here. Gerard gets in the middle. Now he goes. Oh, Dalton Grundle walk in if the ball sits.
It's got to
which it will. He's 10 out. He picks it up and he kicks the goal. So Grundle, great switch of play by the Inverleigh side. And they kick their first of the afternoon. They're 1-1-7. They trail Winchelsea 3-20. Commonwealth Hotel second quarter scoreboard. 3 played.
Well, a massive mistake down on the back line which cost the goal. But they're one of them mistakes where you don't send the runner out and you say and give him a paste. And you go out there and say, all right, you buggered that up. Let's get on with the game. It's like that bloke in the rugby. He got interception. He went back and he's barking orders. All right, I made a blue. But that's what you got to do now. That was a massive mistake, but it was just one of those things. They all just sat there and left the ball in the middle. And, of course, Inverleigh got out and they had a dream run all the way down the ground. Get back on track and do what you've been doing for the first quarter and a bit.
The bubbles burst at Port Arlington too, can I tell you?
Oh, no.
Anglesey 6-5-41, Port yet to score.
They might be still celebrating from last week.
They might only
knocked off last night.
What do they do? Do they leave a lot of players out, amateurs?
They might. I don't know. They must have rested a few, but still, they've obviously gone down with the thought that they're going to win the game.
8-5, 53-0.
Sorry.
Erskine with 7 goals, I'm guessing.
Probably.
So back with the umpire, middle of the ground. Hybens and Brooks go at it. The game ball comes out, picked up by Muir, got the handball away, went to Seddon. Handball's outside, ends up in the hands there of Meehan, goes into the forward line. The Filer attacked the ball solidly, couldn't take it with him. Hutchinson does though, gets in and out of trouble on the left boot, goes long, back towards the goal. I tell you what, up and step. That is straight through the middle, and Blake Hutchinson has his first. And Inverleigh, their second of the quarter. And they move to 2-1. They trail Winchelsea on 3 goals too. We've gone 4.5 minutes. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
Oh, I'm not going to say much about that at all. All I'll say is that's what happens when you got strength and class. A lot of players have got strength and just lack a bit of class. Some people have got a lot of class and haven't quite got the strength. He's got both. That was unbelievable. He broke the tackle and showed his strength, and then he went bang and showed his class with a beautiful kick, and he's a fantastic player. He's been out for a lot of the year too, hasn't he? So, look, he's just a fantastic player.
Is he best in the family? Better than Craig?
So
Yeah.
ball back in the middle.
Ah.
Free kick for a push, is it?
Oh, I thought he ran into the square.
I don't know. But anyway, Winchelsea get the ball and they go Gubbins. He gets it wide to Venables. Needs some support now. He's wrapped up. The umpire says, did he hatch it? Oh, he said he held in, so will be a ball up.
I reckon I just saw young Ford run around the boundary.
Lazarus. So in between wing and half forward. Hybans gets it towards Manganelli. It's a good pick up too by Manganelli. Gets it towards centre wing. Warland again. Had it, lost it. Needs to try and pick it up again. Gerard's in there, puts the tackle on. Pack develops. Umpire says play on. Now the ball comes out. And Brown, he dropped it.
Dropped it.
Like a hot potato. The umpire said yes. And it will be a free kick to Inverleigh.
Well, he just never got a fist to the ball. It's definite free kick. Actually, they're doing a pretty good job, the ump, so far.
Hutchinson's got the footy. Centre wing on the outer side. Plays on, gets on that familiar left, goes long to centre half forward. Grundle comes out.
He's given away a free
back. Big time. And they'll take a free kick. Winchelsea, they can't play advantage because the umpire's called time off, I think, so he has to come back. Centre half back, they will take it. 3-2-20 Winch. Inverleigh 2-1-13. 6.5 played second term.
I think Alex Gubbins wore the brute of it all, but Brutavalis has got the handball. He's given it to Gubbins. And, oh, no, he's got to take the free kick. Yeah, no, I thought Brutavalis was behind the mark. I thought he was taking it. So Gubbins now with the ball, centre half back, goes towards centre wing. Again, ball, numbers out there again with the Winchelsea Blues, goes to Sawney. This is Ricky, and he has been held up. And there'll be a ball up to take place on centre wing. So again, thrown up by the umpire. Ball comes down in the contest. Hutchinson handballs outside the Best. Best goes back on his right boot, puts the ball back towards centre half forward. Grundle's coming again. And again, he stands underneath it again. And it's going to be a free kick. And it's going to go to Gubbins once again. He's going to be reported too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a send-off too as well then.
Got the yellow card. So Grundle goes into the book. Gubbins is up again. So he gets a 50-metre penalty.
What for?
What for what?
What's the 50 for?
Well, he gave away a free kick. He got reported. So what do you reckon?
What's the 50 for?
Well, he got hit after he took the
No,
mark.
he didn't. He smashed straight into him. He didn't even mark it.
Well, why was it free kick?
It is a free kick. And if he wants to report him, he wants to report him. But it's not a 50-metre penalty.
Well, he's only given him 25 anyway.
You only get 50-metre penalty if it's late after the fact. It wasn't. It was before he marked it, so it's no 50. Unless
Anyway.
they brought in a rule you get 50 just because you got reported, but
Well,
I doubt it.
It doesn't really matter because he's got 50 or he's got 25. I don't care what it is, but he's got some ground anyway. Just waiting for the umpires pointing to the board.
And you know what? I had him in my top 5 or 6 as a chance for the Whitley medal, Dalton Grundle.
Especially now Tyquin's out of the race. Yeah.
He hasn't been suspended yet, though.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Gubbins short. Ricky Sawney takes a mark. Just
But he
forward
will
to centre
be.
wing. Goes wider. Mark is taken out there. And this time Brown was really good 2 weeks ago. Puts the ball back into their half-forward line. Baxter comes up. Can't take the mark again. Picked up there. Spriggs. He's tackled. Brought to ground. Umpire lets things roll. Ball stays in, so he says it's coming back to me. Alex Gubbins probably reckons he should have gone to the wedding now.
Probably. He's going to have a headache tonight.
So the ball down, Hybans out wide, goes towards Meehan, picks the ball up on his left boot, puts it round the boundary line. Will it stay in? No, it will not. Ball goes out, and free kick will go the way of Vowdry.
He's out at the interchange, young Ford, and he's bandaged up like Kingston Town. Have a look at him.
Handball goes back inside. He plays on Nows, goes short. Ricky Sawney takes the mark. So he's got the ball now, looks across the ground. Gets a good kick. Number 13, Kale.
Oh.
He just
Dropped
takes the
the
mark
arms.
just in time again as Grosdanovsky arrives.
No, nothing wrong with that.
No.
He's
Yeah,
got to
this
make
time-
every attempt to spoil that. There's
That's it.
nothing wrong with that.
So he goes short and he finds place. True centre half forward position. So again, they just settle things down a little bit. He goes towards the pocket. Target out there. Mark has taken a good mark, and that was Baxter, I think. And for Inverleigh, so he'll go back and relieve a little bit of pressure.
Don't know much about him, but I like him.
So Baxter now.
Bell Park.
Straight down the ground he goes towards centre half back. Picked up by Muir. Got the handball away. Released it towards Grozdanovsky. Goes back inside. Low. Missed it. Left the ball behind. Brown's there. Can't pick the ball up. On hands and knees place. Needs to get the ball out. Feeds it out nicely. Picked up by Spriggs. Went to Cale. He looks up from centre half forward. Goes long. The only one back there is de Blasio, but it's going to go through for a minor score. And that will make Winchelsea 3-3 now. Inverleigh on 2-1 as we tick over 10.5 minutes second quarter.
Baxter kicks it in short to de Blasio. He goes with the kick outside 50. It's okay. Good mark too, Dan Groz.
It's a ripping mark.
It was a great mark on 50.
I just want to point out Will Ford has returned to the match. He's in the forward line now.
So, you've seen Jimmy Barton's specialist.
Yeah. Goes to centre wing with a kick off hands. Mick Groz couldn't
rough, aren't you?
Couldn't pick it up. Well, Timmy Barton's run around with one leg for the last 3 years. It's been fantastic.
And playing better football than I've ever seen him play, to be quite honest.
One-legged centre half back. It's fantastic. Boundary throw in centre wing on the outer side. Hybens and Brooks. Neither get a tap to it. Falls to the back. Hutchie had it, lost it. Tries to get it back. Ball comes out to Best. Puts on the afterburners. Gets a Shepherd. 50 out from goal. Open goal square. And that's why we don't listen to Alex all the time.
What are
He's
you idiots?
To the
That
far
he'd
side.
have an attempt. That's what it was.
Ball go inside 50.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Dave.
One behind the Best. And they go to 2-2-14, the Hawks. The Blues 3-3-21. And Common Feen Hotel second quarter scoreboard 11.5 played.
So Gubbins now kicking in from the full-back position. Probably reckons that's a safe place to be. And no one else behind him. Kicks the ball to himself now and comes clubroom side of the ground. Nice kick. Gets it outside 50. Places up. Mark is not taken. Hits the ground. Hutchison had it. Couldn't get the ball out, but he's got support there. Grozdanovsky puts it back inside 50. Logue went one way, got the handball over the top, missed the target. It's going to fall in the hands there of Mays. Was taken high, but it's going to be a free kick the other way earlier. And it's going to go to Harding, so he'll have the ball. Goes wide outside to Moreland. The kick was slow through the air. He can't take the mark there. Sawney, did that come off his boot?
Yeah, I think it might have.
Oh, no, the umpire's indicated his knee.
All right, well done. Well done. Even if he's wrong, that's his decision. That's it. That's fine.
So it's to be thrown back in. Sun's shining now. Umpires.
What a beautiful day.
Yep, it is actually now. Even the chills just disappeared at margin. Ball back outside. Picked up Boundary. Goes outside. Karaha goes along the boundary line. Picked up there by Drew. Needs to get the handball away. Does to Meehan. Little handball underneath. Went to Grozdanovsky, but the ball's gone over the boundary line and will be thrown back in. So ball in centre wing position. Be thrown back in by the umpire. Brooks actually trying to shield his eyes from the sun now, which is unusual. Ball thrown back in. Hyman's front position goes there. Logue handballs over the top. Goes in the half forward line. Oh, that was a bit of a throw there by Soldic. And he's been able to get away with that from the umpire. Says it was okay.
Yeah.
And again, we're going to have another throw in to take place. Numbers around the contest here. At the present time, ball comes to the front, picked up there by Brown, gets out the back, went to Voudry, outside to Ricky Sawney, back on his left foot, got boot to ball, puts the ball towards centre wing, coming up, ball is taken there by Nankerville, goes out the back to Grozdanovsky, this is Dan, handballs further afield to Cations, he runs through the middle, bounced it did come back to him, so he looks to book the ball back into the forward line. Oh, Gubbins had his name written all over that as soon as he let the ball go, I reckon. And he takes the mark and goes out wide. We kicked out there, and it's Brooks, far side of the ground. Player back inside his place. He called for it, but they go along the boundary line. Marcus not taken out there. Picked up at ground level. Manganelli got boot to ball, was smothered, and it goes back over the boundary line. So it's going to be a throw in far side of the ground. In between the centre wing and half forward. This time Inverleigh's attacking into the ground.
Young Billy's been in and out of the side. He's getting the ball a bit. He's got to learn to use it better.
So the kick was okay, but just needed to be a little bit lower because the player in front was a little bit shorter, but Gubbins just over the top. Out the back, the ball will come. No, it won't. It's picked up there and kicked away. I think that was place. Went back towards centre wing. Drew's got his eye on the ball. Good spoil out there by Spriggs. Nankerville overran it, picked up there. I think that was Matheson, or wasn't? Or not. I'm not too sure, but it's place had it. Goes back inside, and it's going to end up in the hands of Brown, who comes across the ground, and Gubbins will take the mark. So Gubbins now, half back line. He goes short back into the middle. Good kick. And Marcus taken out there. And it's McClure. He goes and transfers play across the ground. Warland's come up from defence. Handball's over the top. And they work the ball from that position. Harding. Handball's back over the top. They're mucking around with it. They're going to get caught. Good tackle Baxter.
He's
but it's
gone
a bit
too
high, says the umpire. And a free kick will go out there to Wilson.
I better get the binoculars out. That looked like a real good tackle.
So Wilson now just forward of their centre wing, looking to put the ball into their forward line. Does so now. Out in front, the mark is a good mark out there, and it's Tab Sawney. So he's in range again. He's kicking back into a bit of a breeze. Decides to play on it. Kicks the ball low and flat towards Gubbins, but out the back. Picked up there. Venables had a chance, but he couldn't get down to it. He's got it again now. Now he's in trouble. The ball worked out of his hands by Logue. He kicks back towards the half-back line. Mays can't take the ball. Kicked off the ground by Hutchison. Back into the middle. Again, it's picked up. The handball comes outside, this time by King. Went to Bortavalis, putting under a bit of pressure.
That's
he
high.
was taken high.
Now that's
and then
high.
he copped the second one. It was also high, so Bortavalis definitely earned that free kick. So Michael Bortavalis, he's recipient of the free kick on the half-back line. So he looks to go short. Carahar comes up, takes the mark. And settle things down. A little bit of bell post hill in this lot now, I reckon.
Yep.
They lift the ball back inside.
Not
That wasn't
that
a
way.
good kick, and it's Manganelli. So he's on the non-preferred left foot, goes towards Jones, favoured him nicely, takes the mark. He's got a runner back inside. He says, no, I'm going alone. Has a line. And he will miss the goal. 3-4 minor score.
Well, admittedly, the bloke that he had on was behind him.
So
he done the right thing.
Inverleigh to 2-3. We know why waste another opportunity to turn the ball over. But 2-3 now, Inverleigh, 3-3 Winchelsea. And we have gone 16 and a half minutes, second quarter, Cowanafine Hotel scoreboard.
Warland kicks it in, chips the ball to Carahart, takes the mark inside defensive 50.
You shouldn't be leaving blokes sitting right there.
No.
Not there.
Bestie
agrees. So he goes into the pocket. He just chips the ball. I like the analogy, Dale. I reckon Enforcement's watched him a bit, hasn't he, Bell Post Hill? There's a bit of Bell Post Hill about the way
I'll
they move
say
the
something
footy.
about that in a minute.
Okay. Carahar's got it again. He goes to place, so still inside defensive 50. They just chip the ball around, and then the ball comes to Bozza.
This is dangerous.
No, I was going to say, this is dangerous. Bozza's kicking's not the best. But he's got a couple there. Carahar's one of them. He runs into Filet, got it away. Too slow, boys. That's the problem now. Warland gets through. Handball. Now they've got to go. Harding under pressure. Gets the kick away towards Brooks, the big fella. Puts the arms up, takes the mark.
They got it out, though. They
did.
got it out.
Persistence and patience. And
you
now
gotta
Brooks
like
chips the ball over the top. Venables takes it, centre wing. Place. Danger, but he got it there. It's okay. So Place has got the mark. Wheels around in the middle. Wants somebody to come at him. He goes short across towards Wilson, who takes it. On the cricket pitch area.
he
He stuffed
doesn't.
it up. They're in trouble now. Now King, best straight on the ground. He gets the handball away. Right on the cricket pitch area to Manganelli. He left it behind. Warland gives a Shepherd. Vaudry gives it back. Now Place finds somebody out wide. Gubbins is out there. Harding. Gubbins has got it. Tries to get away from Jones. He does. He handballs it back inside towards Harding. Back to Gubbins. He chips the ball to half forward. Venables takes it. Now he just settles things down at half between wing and half forward. Called to play on now. He just chips the ball back. Gubbins takes it on centre wing. He chips the ball. Warland takes the mark in the middle. He's so laconic, Matty. Just
He's
Sunday
so
afternoon.
laconic, he nearly dropped
He
it.
did. He goes out wide. There you go. Okay, Brown takes the mark. 60 out from goal. Plays on now. Right foot kick long towards Ford. Back on the ground. Goes up. Meehan goes up as well. Can't take the mark. Handball over the top. And the Hawks try and break free. The handball was fantastic. Can Soldic pick it up? He can. He gives the handball on the outboard to Mays. Runs through centre wing. Left foot kick. 2-on-2. Budavalis comes at it. Good mark. Yes, by Seddon, who's under a bit of pressure with that leg too, that he's had some trouble with. There's your story, I reckon.
Yep.
Alex.
Got about a whole book coming up
Goes
this game.
into the pocket. Great kick to Mays. He can still kick.
That's a free
Wilson
kick.
has to be coming back.
There's a free kick interference. There's no doubt about that.
Wasn't much in that, I don't think, was it?
No, but he had
running
to,
the
he
wrong
had to
way,
do
though.
what he did, and your umpires paid a free kick. That's fair enough. You can't just let him mark it.
So Mays will take the free kick in the left forward pocket.
I think he called Maisie Milky.
Oh, okay.
Milky Mays.
Oh, jeez.
So he's kicked
Got to work as hard as you can.
28 goals this year, only missed the one game against Thompson, 17 in the last 3 weeks, and that included 4 goals, 8 against Geelong West. So
Jeez.
kicked 4 straight behinds in the last quarter that day. Hopefully the kicking's better today.
Looks like it. The goal umpire comes back in and says all clear. So Nathan Mace puts his first on the board and locks things up here at the Eastern Reserve. 3-3, 21 apiece. We have played 20 minutes in the second term Common Hotel scoreboard.
Well, he might have had all the strap in his legs giving him trouble. Didn't worry about his kicking. That was a beautiful kick from young Best. But I agree. Belpo still have been so far.
Yeah, me and Dale, that was just our moment.
Look,
I thought you were going to let it go, you two.
Me and Dale almost hugged.
Well, let's think like that go, guys.
They almost put some candles on it.
You might have to make 2 a year. They can keep doing this. They're going to make mistakes, but let them do it. Let them make mistakes if they're going to copy a winning formula.
Yeah, now they're going to right. So ball back in the middle of the ground, as we said now, goes towards centre wing. Manganelli can't pick it up. Muir goes across, got the handball out back to Cations. He's looking forward, goes towards me and put it out in space. We'll get to him, but the ball will run over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in on that far side of the ground.
It's Brooks off. Just saw Matheson go on the ruck then.
Yep, Boz is in the ruck.
He hasn't had a spell all day, so he's done pretty well. Hybens, I thought Jones might have been in there by now, but he's done it all himself as well.
Jones,
Well, he's up the forward line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's strange that he hasn't had a run in there. So Hybens now, handballs at the back. Cations takes them on, handballs over the top. Sent Logue a task, but he's got runners coming past. Drew stopped and put himself under pressure now. Speed gets him out of that and goes now into the half-forward line. Filet's in front, and he had the ball in his hand. It was a good spoil by Vowdry. The ball goes over the boundary line. Yes, it will. So inside forward 50 will have a throw-in to take place.
Here's where they've got to dig really, really deep because it just looks like Inverleigh are getting on top. They've got to dig really deep here.
So thrown back in by the umpire now. And it's Hybens front position. The ball still there. Matheson tried to take it away from him. It's picked up further and goes back inside by Best. Back towards the goal square. Runs through the contest. Jones has it. Got the handball away. Went inside. Found Seddon. Got the handball away further. The Mays on the left boot. Brings it back. He won't break anywhere near far enough. And out of bounds on the full, says the umpire. So we'll have a free kick going the way of Brown. Deep in defence. Winchelsea have played well, but can they play better? But Inverleigh haven't played well yet. Is that fair, do you think?
Yeah, but I think Inverleigh haven't played as well as they can because Inverleigh are making them play that way.
You're right. Winch
but they've got to do that for 4 quarters.
Well, they did it 2 weeks ago. That's what I said. They did it 2 weeks ago, and if they can maintain it, they're going to give themselves every opportunity.
My worry is if they can't and get beat by 7 goals, we go back to thinking they can't win it anymore.
Yeah, no. Ball comes outside 50 again. Gubbins got second hand on it, not the first one, but he's been held up now. Umpire's definitely got to come in. He can't ping him. He can't ping him for that, can he?
Well, he didn't drag it in because he took it out of the air. So he didn't drag it in and got jumped on. I would have thought ball up myself, but...
So Robbie Logue now from outside 50 delivers the ball into the forward line. That's a great kick, and Seddon comes out and hobbles a little bit after he takes the mark.
Well done, Bestie.
And he'll go back and shoot for goal. I'll give you the thing, Grub. They do move the same. They are very similar when they move. Just their colour of their boots. That's the only thing that throws them now.
I don't understand Jones sitting at full forward and then coming off the ground.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. You come off the ground after you've had a run on the ball.
So Seddon from about 35 to put Inverleigh in front. It will be in front, and it is a kick straight through the middle. His first goal of the afternoon, and Inverleigh's 4th for the afternoon. Their moves to 4 goals, 3. Winchelsea at 3-3, and second quarter, Common Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
I reckon when 2 good sides play each other, they both have their moments. They both have their passages of play, their 5 or 10 minutes when they play really well. Now, Winch did really well when they had theirs, and Inverleigh struggled with it. But now Inverleigh are having their patch. This is when Winch have got to prove to us, to everybody, and to themselves they can hold them off.
Back in the middle, Hybens gets it down to Muir. Ripped off the ball. Kale gets it. Gives it away by Hander Harding at the back end of the square. He handballs it out further towards Wilson. They're mucking around with it now.
Yeah.
His handball back because there's a bit more pressure on the Hawks.
The pressure's on him now.
Hutchison, handball to Best. And they have the orange boot, goes inside towards full forward, coming out, Seddon, can wheel around and as easy as you like, gets it on the right foot but misses and has missed badly out of bounds on the full. So free kick to Winchelsea in the back pocket. Brown it will be once the footy comes back.
See, my only guess with that, what you were saying before about Jones staying on the ground is, Dalton had to stay on till the 22-minute mark, and in terms of tall options, Shane Burke's just walking behind the van now, so he won't play a part in the game. Maybe it was a height factor for him.
But then I would just interchange.
Him
Not
in the ruck
interchange.
and bring Hybens.
Just swing Hybens to the ruck, Jones in,
Yep.
and keep them like they used to do. That's what I'd be doing until Dalton can come back on.
Footy back now with Brown for Winchelsea. So he goes along the line towards half back and just pops it up, and Manganelli takes the easiest of marks, really. 45 out from goal.
See, they were finding targets earlier.
Yeah.
When the pressure comes on, they tend not to play at their optimum.
Gives it away to Hutchinson from 50. Left foot kick with the breeze. And there you go. So Hutchinson kicks his second. And for Inverleigh, their fifth, they go to 5-3-33. They lead Winchelsea 3-3-21. And that is on the Commonwealth Hotel second quarter scoreboard. And we have played 25 and a half minutes.
I can't let it get any further.
No, well, if I took a mark out near the 50 around there, and I wanted to pick a player to give it to, that's exactly who I would give it to. Hutchinson. He's a beautiful footballer. And you know he can kick the goal from there, and he did.
So back with the umpire now.
Who's that? Hate people getting text while you're trying to commentate the footy.
Just Dalton's dad just checking up on things. Ball back in the middle of the ground. Karashik couldn't take the ball out of the middle of the ground. Picked up by Caissons, went outside. And Gerard has got the ball now. He's looking to go into the forward line. A little short kick was good, and Violet comes up. Had 1-2 goes at it. Was it in the field of play? Umpire says yes, it's okay. So he's going to get the ball back from behind the fence there. So Jack Violet's still outside 50. As we go, 27 minutes in this quarter. He goes back by hand. Best now looks up, puts the ball back to where it's dangerous. Out the back, ball will come. King picks the ball up, tried to get out of the contest, lost it. Able to keep the ball along. Hutchinson's got it again. He's running away for goal. He won't put it back the other way, but he's put it in the best place for Drew. Runs onto it, tapped the stop and prop, went backwards, went back to Logue once again. On the left boot, he stopped, looked back towards goal, and he has hit the post.
Oh, that was a beautiful kick too.
So 5-4 now to Inverleigh, 3-3 to Winchelsea. And as we said, 27 minutes gone. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
Gubbins to kick it back in for the home side. Plays on. Goes to the back pocket. Now goes long. Brooks has to make up a bit of ground. Brown goes up off the back. King, blind turn, straight into a tackle.
That's holding the ball,
Puts me up.
unfortunately.
And
the blind turn giving away then.
Drew gives it away by hand to Baxter. He goes with a kick back towards the top of the square. Gubbins comes out, double fister, Wallen in front, handballs it away. Harding gets a Shepherd, then gets wrapped up and he dropped the footy. Oh, lucky.
He might have got a handball.
Through the way, Drew, handball, missed the target. Wallen, his handball to Harding. Hutchie comes at it again. He can't take it this time, but he gets it a second time and gets a high tackle, gets his head ripped off. And Hutchie told him about it too.
Yeah, don't lose it, Hutchie. Don't lose it because you can kick a goal from there. Don't lose the ball, son.
And
50.
And
50. Well, I thought Hutchie was the aggressor once he got the free
I thought
kick.
he was too, but he sucked the umpire in and Fammer.
Well, you could hear in the call I was worried about losing the footy and he got 50.
So Hutchinson will come down and kick his third.
I think he'll kick this.
Jeez, he won't want to miss it now, Grubby.
He won't be missing this. He can lie on his back and kick it over his head.
Party tricks in the goal square.
Yep.
He might try to sneak one under their legs as they jump in the air.
Yeah.
Comes in off a couple of steps.
Oh, he's missed it.
And kicks the goal and tells everybody about it and kicks his third. So they go to 6-4-40 now, Inverleigh. They lead Winchelsea 3-3-21. Commonwealth Hotel second quarter scoreboard. And we have played 29 minutes in the second term.
Well, I think when blokes give 50s away, we talk about discipline. I'm not going to because I couldn't see what happened. But I don't think it made any difference because I reckon Hutchie would have kicked it from out there anyway. Same result to me. Same result.
Just shored things up a little bit. That's about it.
Well, it did, but I still reckon he'd have kicked it out from there. Oh, I thought when Hutchie got the free kick, he had a bit of a crack at the Winch bloke, but I couldn't see what happened in there, obviously, so I'm not saying the umpire was wrong. But if it was a discipline problem, make sure you don't do it again.
Umpire now back in the middle of the ground, has the ball, and Jones
He's
is
had
going
enough. He's had enough.
Mick Grossi been standing there for 5 minutes.
He said, stick it up your bum, I'm not going on.
Yeah.
So ball is thrown up now. Jones taps the ball down. It's going to come the other way. Fama had it, but it's picked up by Cations, coming through nicely. Handball goes back to Cations. I think it was meant for Grundle, but Cations got it now, and he looks into the forward line. It's a good kick going forward. It's Violet can't take the mark, and the ball will run through to the boundary line.
Where'd you get a good kick out of that?
Well, it's a good kick. It was out in front on the left foot.
Out in front of what?
Pressure from behind. So Inver's half-forward line once again. So Inverleigh again, another opportunity late in this quarter. Kick another goal. Thrown back in by the umpire. Jones front to the contest. Picks it up and it's low. Tried to work his way through. Maybe a little bit lucky there. Place now has it. He needs to get it out. Umpire circles and says, no, that's okay. Everything is good. So we're going to have a ball up. Thrown up by the umpire once again. Tapped down. Again, the ball's not coming out of that contest with the numbers around it. Place gets it out though, goes to Muir, handballs out to Gerard, goes inside to Cations, back outside to Drew. Drew can't take clean possession, pushed off it by Sawney. Cale can't pick it up, but Cations does, gives the handball away to Baxter. Got the handball away to Hutchison. Out of trouble, he goes outside to Jones, back to Grundle. Stops, prop, kicks over the top, and Best will take the mark. Yes, he will. So Michael Best will kick towards goal. Hutchison coming from the ground, have a bit of a spell. Gros getting on. Someone will probably sound now as he's done that.
Would he be angry?
So Best with an opportunity here to kick his first goal. Sorry, he's had one scoring shot. This will be his second shot at goal, and that's going to go across the face also. Through for another minor score. So 2 behinds to Michael Best. 6-5 to Inverleigh, and Winchelsea remain on 3-3. 31 and a half minutes gone, second quarter.
Govins thought about the short kick into Warland, and he probably, lucky, I tell you what, Michael Best came across, so he went to Fama in the end. He took the mark, just 20 out from goal. So still under pressure. Brooks wants it long. Berg's there as well. He goes into Berg direction and turns it over. Brown got the hand in just for Gros. So Berg gets it back to Gubbins. Kick around the corner, bit fancy, and might turn it over. Ball, Dan Gros can't pick it up. Fama puts the tackle on. 50 out from the Inverleigh goal. Drew extracts it somehow to Jones. His handball chopped off. Might end up okay, though, in the end. The umpire says over the shoulder. Manganelli will take the free kick. 60 out from goal. He wants a lead. He gets a lead. He goes towards Grundle over the head. And Gubbins gets back there first. He can't pick it up, though, under pressure. Pack develops with him and Best. And the umpire says play on. Grundle somehow got it out. Cale gets around one. Under pressure. Oh, Gubbins sets him up too. He's got 2 against him. Meehan was one of them. The umpire says held to him. No prior opportunity. So a ball up. Inverleigh into attack. About 40 out from goal. Robbie Logue, the other one, getting up from the tackle.
I'm not sure this wind's causing any trouble. I really don't.
So Brooks gets it from behind Fama. Through the middle. Walsh can't take it with him. He puts the tackle on in the end. The umpire says push in the back. And a free kick going to go to Nathan Mays.
They're just getting a little frustrated down there.
They are. So Nathan Mays, who has kicked 1 this afternoon. This would be a handy one before half-time. 33 played in the second term. Hope there's some jelly slice left for you, Dale. He comes in, right foot kick straight through the middle and tells Joey Fama all about it too.
Don't go pushing him, mate.
So he gets his second of the afternoon. And for Inverleigh, that is their 7th. Yep. They go to 7-5-47. And they lead Winchelsea 3-3-21. Commodore Hotel's second quarter scoreboard. 33 and a half played.
Go on. No, you go.
No, mine was useless.
I was just going to say, so that was mine.
We're all.
Jeez, we're going all right today, aren't we? We've got 2 useless special comments.
I was going to say you got your money's worth if you parked on that end. No goals there so far.
I should have went.
Yeah, you should have went with yours, Grub.
So Brown from middle of the ground puts them back into the half-forward line out the back. Drew runs onto it, picks the ball up, went back inside, found Cations. And the siren has sounded.
Well, that's what happens when you kick a goal and the commentators commentate till the ball gets back to the centre, you blokes.
So it's now Inverleigh at half-time, 7 goals, 5-47. Winchelsea 3-3-21. Goal kickers for the Winchelsea side. Forward, Tav Sawney and Spriggs, 1 each. And for